Political Self and Being Filipino, reported by Group 6, Aimee Fragoso, Giancarlo Andrada, and Christine Joy Salvador. Developing a Filipino identity, values, traits, community, and institutional factors. Spaniards. Hispanic culture influenced natives, thus, Christianity became dominant religion. On the other hand, Western base of political organization was established in the Philippines. Americans manifested the widespread use of the English language in the Philippines today. Home environment. Filipino children are taught to value family and give it primary importance. Filipino social environment. Depending one another to survive. This dependence on relation makes Filipinos become group-oriented. Culture and language. The peak openness to foreign elements such as importance of the English language in our educational system. The wider the following of Hollywood movie, shows, and music is a manifestation of our attachment to foreign elements. Religion, taught optimism and being resilient. Economic environment, the hard life drove Filipinos to work hard and take risks, such learning families to work abroad. Political environment, political is the mainly in the hands of elite. Sometimes the economic and political environments are among the elements that have developed the culture of corruption in the Philippines. Mass media. It enforces colonial mentality. In fact, the emphasis of superiority of an imported brand or product through mass media is part of Filipinos' daily life. Leaders and role model. Any person with authority is looked up. Thus, the leader violates the law and there is lack of accountability. Filipinos' mindset is highly affected a negative way.
Strength of the Filipino character. Number 1. Pakikipagkapwa-tao. Filipinos' openness, helpfulness, and generosity, as well as the famous Filipino hospitality. Filipinos are open to others and to feel one with others. We regard others with dignity and respect and deal with them as fellow human beings. Number 2. Strong family orientation. The feeling of belonging and security. Genuine love, honor, and respect to family member. Family-oriented people tend to focus on family values, lean on family in decision-making processes, and put the needs of the family ahead of their own. Number 3. Joy and humor. Filipinos are cheerful and fun-loving. Our fiesta and social gathering dominate the Filipinos' joy and humor, even in the most trying time. Filipinos find humor in everything. It sheds light on the optimism and positivity of Filipinos in whatever situation they are in so as to remain determined in going through struggles or challenges. Number 4. Flexibility, adaptivity, and creativity. Filipinos are tremendous in adjusting and adapting to any circumstances. It is more of adapting to a situation, making the best out of the scenario, and doing the proper things at the proper time. Number 5. Hard work and industry. This trait is noticeable in our willingness to take risks and work in other countries. These uniquely Filipino qualities help them stand out and rise to the top of their respective workplace. Number 6. Faith and religiosity. Filipino faithfulness and hopefulness keep us kind, positive, peaceful, and determined to achieve our goals no matter how impossible they may seem. Number 7. Ability to survive. Matutong mamaluktot habang maikli ang kumot. The survival instinct that we can endure to be able to get by. Filipinos have an ability to survive, have a capacity for endurance despite difficult times in our ability to get by on so very little. Filipinos make do with what is available in the environment.
Weakness of the Filipino character. Generally, these weaknesses are the following. First is extreme personalism, which means palakasan system and inside connections. Example, family and friends are given preferences in hiring. Another definition of extreme personalism is it takes things personally, cannot separate objective tasks from emotional involvement. Next is extreme family-centeredness. Extreme family-centeredness is a family valued above anything and everyone else. Excessive concern for family means using one's office and power to promote family interests and thus functionalism, patronage, political dynasties, and protection for erring family members. Next, lack of discipline. Lack of discipline or ningas kogon. Example, project starts out with full enthusiasm and interest, but sooner the enthusiasm and interest dies down. Lack of discipline is lack of willpower. Motivation and ambitions are also causes for lack of self-discipline. Next is passivity and lacking initiative. Filipinos do not feel the need to initiate or contribute for a solution. It also falls down to lack of discipline. Filipinos are generally passive and lacking in initiative. One waits to be told what has to be done. There is a strong reliance on others to do things for us. This is related to one's attitude towards authority. Next is colonial mentality. Filipinos love about foreign that sometimes leads in losing cultural identity. Here are some common effects of colonial mentality. It includes loss of culture or language, changes in perceptions of beauty to fit a Eurocentric standard, and preference for values that align with the colonizer's country's culture. Next, Next is Kanya-Kanya syndrome. It is related to extreme personalism and extreme family-centeredness. It is a feeling of envy and competitiveness towards others, particularly one's peers who seem to have gained some status or prestige. The last one is lack of self-analysis and reflection. It is the expression that Filipinos are madaling makalimot or have a short-term memory. We simply go through life without thinking, moving from the one thing to next without making time to evaluate whether things are actually going well. We don't pause to think, to analyze, to determine what is going well and what isn't working. Alright, that ends our discussion for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something from our topic, which is the political self and being a Filipino. Once again, thank you so much.